I don't want to say it wasn't my fault, because I did have the necessary tools to not be like that, but I chose not to. But at the same time, I wasn't exactly around people that were promoting better behavior, and I realized this as I got older. In high school, I really wanted friends, but I didn't know how to make them, and the people I was around growing up promoted that being cool was something that you should strive and try to be, and I realized that kind of messed me up, because I pushed a lot of people away out of thinking that they weren't cool or anything like that, which was really stupid, because it stopped me from making a lot of friends, and it made me try and be cool with other cool kids like myself that weren't pure, that weren't conscious, that didn't respect anyone. They only respected themselves and cared about being cool. And surrounding myself with other kids like that, it just dug me a deeper fucking hole. And it wasn't until after high school that I had a rude awakening and epiphany that to actually be happy in this world, you need to create the habit of being happy. Just like anything else, people fail to realize this. Being happy is a habit. If you are a prick all the time, you are naturally going to be a prick all the time. You're going to get used to being a fucking prick, and people are going to run away from you and not want to be your friend, okay? If you get into the habit of being happy and being friendly with people and being outgoing and trying to talk to people, you're ultimately going to grow happier, because you're going to attract other happy people around you, and you are in turn just going to grow a better, happier life by getting into a habit of being happy all the time. Most people are unhappy. That's another reason why it is very important to get in the habit of always being happy, because the majority of the time you are going to be around pricks and shitty people. It is easier to be a shitty and prick of a person than be a happy person, because it requires effort to be happy and be positive and make friends, versus the no effort it takes at all to be a prick and be an asshole. It is basically a default mode for the regular person to be an asshole, because it isn't something you need to try to be. It is something the brain is just kind of forced to do out of the genetic wiring of selfishness, to worry about yourself. Yes, it is okay to be selfish sometimes to help yourself, but it is not good to be like that all the time. What is not coded in your brain is to be friends with people for the benefit of yourself. And I want to make it clear that my only goal in this isn't to just be happy, to use people. It is simply just a perk of being happy and treating people with respect and kindness and happiness. Is being happy to and respectful and nice to assholes is gonna make you a happier person in return, because when those assholes see that you are being nice to them, you're eventually, hopefully, you're gonna crack their shell, and they're gonna want to be your. But again, I just want to emphasize that that is not my only motive for being happy, to get something out of people. That is just a perk. Making an effort to be happy and make friends this world is going to bring you to more than a few places that you never thought you could have arrived to by not being a happy person. It's going to allow you to make more friends than the average person, and in turn will make you smarter. It will allow you to learn things. It allows you to put yourself in a position of other ways of thinking, so you can then self-assess and morph your own ways of thinking. It allows you to be more rounded and allows you to be more open-minded, which is the key to success in the world. Open-mindedness. Closed-mindedness is going to lead you down a dark path as you close yourself off to not being able to learn new things, and you become sort of lost in last place out of not knowing how to grow and prosper. You become stagnant. You become complacent and no longer learn how to rise above and grow and move forward by being a miserable fucking prick. And it's only going to get easier as you go on being nice to people and being happy and making friends. Not only will being happy lead you to new knowledge and more friends and being happier. If woman is a goal of yours, that is certainly something that it can help you with, as women gravitate to people of high social status, and being happy and making friends with a lot of people and being nice to those assholes and eventually befriending those assholes and then develop a liking to you is going to emit rays of social status from you. And women enjoy that. Not that the only reason you should be happy is to get the attention of women. I'm just saying this is another perk that comes from being a good person and learning to be accepting of bad people and knowing that they are only the way they are due to their upbringing. No one wants to be an asshole. Something happened in their life that made them be like that, and you need to make it your job to convince them that they do not need to be like that, and accept them, and learn that people are only working with what they know, and you need to understand that it is your job to try and unfold them and dig deep and see what that person really is beneath that thick, rough layer of skin that they are hiding from society. Not only will you build a better social circle for yourself and being happy and making friends with everybody, you will also get better at prying at people who seem as if they don't want to make friends or seem as if they are not friendly. Everyone wants to be friendly. Everyone craves human compassion and companionship. That is something we are genetically programmed with, to be around people. And for whatever case, some people lose that skill and lose that ability, and without knowing it, omit a unfriendly presence, which makes people not want to talk to them. And getting better at digging at that unfriendly presence and that feeling of not wanting to be talked to, you can pry through some women that may admit that unfriendly presence, and you can learn how to be friends with them as well, to eventually develop some sort of deeper connection, to eventually possibly persuade something with them. And they're going to see that. They're going to see that you are good, you are accepting, you are good at making a connection, you are good at seeing past the initial first layer of people, and they're gonna see that you have compassion, you have purity in you, that they see that you care, that you can work through their initial brick wall that they put up first. And when they see that you can work through that brick wall and immediately not get turned off, and see that you are strong enough to break that brick wall that they put up down, they are going to develop respect for you and in return like you, and eventually become friends with you. And if you want to pursue it even further, the first step to actually pursuing a woman romantically is developing some sort of connection with them, being friends first, but not too much to a point where you're going to get put in the friend zone. But again, that is an idea, a video for another day. Learning how to make friends and learning how to break down that brick wall is going to make them respect you. And if you are trying to pursue a woman romantically, one thing you're going to need is their respect. And by being happy and by learning how to, I don't want to say seduce, but befriend some of the most painful people in this world, you're going to learn how to get people to respect you, because you're going to develop patience, because that is what you're going to need with those people who put up the biggest brick walls. In the end, as I said before, you need to not judge people immediately. You need to understand people are only working with what they know. No one wants to be an asshole. No one wants to be friendly. Everyone wants to be good. Everyone wants to be nice. Everyone wants to make friends. They just unknowingly put up those walls due to whatever traumatic or just regular life experience they went through in their life. You need to understand that assholes went through something in their life that made them assholes. Women went through something in their life that made them have that whole RBF look and personality, and you need to realize that it can be broken down, it can be pushed through, and you need to realize that they want someone to talk to them, and they want to make a friend, they just don't know how. They're waiting for someone else to do it for them. If you can be that guy that can make that asshole not be an asshole anymore, if you can be that guy that can earn that woman's respect, you're gonna earn that asshole's respect, that woman's respect, and get their friendship and get their respect. That is what you want. That is what's gonna make you happy. Making friends, having companionship is what is gonna make you the happiest guy in the world, and that is the eventual end goal. Making you happy and making others happy. Be nice to everyone. Make a friend. Remember, people are only working with what they know.